working now? Let me go and pull the video up and then we will start so I can see your guys' chat. Oh, you have to go out and back in. Let's see, your channel. There we go. Cool. Cool. And let's do a sound check. Let's see, your channel. Perfect. All right, so Snake Armor He-Man. So I got this figure just recently, and part of the wave of figures I have, like I did the Bolt guy yesterday. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to open him next. And I decided to pull out my Snake Armor He-Man from the classics. I no longer have the Snake Armor He-Man from 2000X, but I used to have him at one time, so I can still talk about him and show you pictures. There was no notification club. I know, isn't that crazy sometimes? I did post it on Facebook, though, so hopefully people will find it there. Let's see how many times Todd calls me Bart fan. Oh, Bat fan. I'm sorry, man. Oh, that is hilarious. I'm sorry, man. Bat fan. All right. Yes. All right, so let's go ahead and check out this figure. So we have the Snake Armor He-Man, and here he is for Origins, and it's part of the Snake Man collection. And something kind of fun about these figures is the bubble actually has this snake texture, like snake skin, the scales on the plastic. So that's kind of cool too. And it makes sense that he's in a snake box because he is defending against the snakes. Now we know 2000X is what created Snake Armor He-Man, and of course they had a whole series, I mean a whole season 2, which he was wearing the armor most of the time. And there are the other snake men in the line. It shows he has his little thing it hooks on in order to hook snakes so they cannot attack him. As you can see, he's holding his arm at bay. Nice. My pet rat dislikes the whole snake motif thing. I can understand that. I still don't get why Boltman had snake. I know it's same wave, but still, he should not have had a Snake Man box. All right, let's go ahead and rip him out of here, and let's check him out. Now, I do not have the U.S. version. I got this from Big Bad Toy Store, so they sent me the non-U.S. version. We got the same comic as last time, Boltman. I guess one way he could fry the snakes with his lightning bolts. So I guess that makes sense, sort of. Sure. Why does He-Man look so much cooler in this comic book art than he does in the actual figure? I guess the ears. But I don't know. When you look at those ears where they stick out, it's like elf ears. Now, in the 2000X head sculpt we got from Classics, his ears exposed a little bit, but not up and around over the top. I don't know. And I know that 2000X probably had his ears exposed, I think. I don't have a figure out now. I should have grabbed one so we can take a look at it. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what's removable on him. His head, his arms, his loincloth, and his boots. I'm guessing I mean his midsection. So, cool. Let's bust him out of here and see what he comes with. So, he comes with his little clamp. Oop. He comes with this clamp that hooks on. He comes with a 2000X style sword and a 2000X head, and of course all the armor to boot for the 2000X figure. Now, a lot of people swear up and down this is like the coolest 2000X figure they ever made, was 2000X Snake Armor He-Man. I disagree. My favorite 2000X He-Man figure is the Ice Armor. I love the grays and the blues on them and everything else, which is such a cool figure. And that's why I've made so many customs of him, because I just love how the gray looks. It's just so cool looking. You know, the blues and the grays. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Ice Armor He-Man. I hope they do make an Ice Armor He-Man variant in Origins. That'd be cool. So let's go ahead and break down his articulation and talk about him. So he has boot articulation that's kind of stuck. He has a boot cut in the wrong spot, right in the middle there. Then he has a knee joint. Is that an articulation point there too? Nope, that's just the way it's made. Weird. Okay. On this side, he has the same boot, but it looks like they may have painted his leg there. You can see it's a little more shiny. Shiny. Let me get a light on him so you guys can see the shininess. See, the bottom's just a little bit more shiny than the top because of the paint. I guess I could do a black light test so you guys could see the paint on there. But anyway, so it's probably molded in silver and then painted. That's what I'm guessing. I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times. Like I've told you before, just ask my wife. She'll tell you all the times I've been wrong. It is a multitude of times. All right, so then he has waist turns, his shoulder moves, elbow, and then his wrist or hand. And they gave him 2 closed hands in this figure, not just one. So that's kind of cool. So he can fight with his sword in this hand and use his clamp in the other hand. Which kind of devalues Clamp Champ, right? I mean, if you have a clamp, why do you need the champ of the clamp if he already has them? All right, cool. So, just for kicks, let's take a look at your guys' comments. Let's see. Frank says, "Sup, Hebro? Just making videos, man." The Toy Man says, "I'm getting Snake Armor He-Man." Nice. Jason says, "Hello." Hey, Jason. And let's see. Beast Mode says, "Howdy." Hey, Beast Mode. And Dorky Hippie says, "Hiya." Heya. And Eric says, "Hey, Todd, how was your day?" My day was good. And Battle Tiger says, "Hey, Todd, love your channel." Thanks, man. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Google. And we will look up. Oh, come on. That's not what I want. See, I need the Spice Girls so I can tell you what I want. What I really, really want. All right. Snake Armor He-Man. Oh. Oh. Snake Armor. It got everything wrong. It put, no, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's see if we can find some pictures of 2000X. Images. The original. And the reason I want to find the original, I want to talk about his sword. Now, there we go. That's the original. Looks like someone actually painted that one. That's a bad example. I want to find an original unaltered. Maybe not. He was painted that way. Wow. There's quite a few of them. Let's go to Poe Ghostals. He's got some cool stuff. So here's the original 2000X Snake Armor He-Man. And look at the size of his sword. His sword is like massively huge. And the reason why his sword is so huge is this opened up and separated, and then it would shoot out a little thing in it. And so you could see how huge the sword was. It was just ridiculous. And it was bigger than any other sword on you can see there it's how it opens up. So, and it shot out that middle missile. And when I used to try to use this figure, it let's see if I can find another picture of him. There we go. It would wow, someone made a custom shield for this one. Cool. It would you would, well, one, you could lose the piece, but see how his legs are spread? His legs were always spread. I took rubber bands and wrapped them around him trying to get him to stand straight. And he was always with his legs all twisted out far, and his ankle never hit or his foot never hit the ground flat. And it was just really annoying. It's like they messed up on the articulation up here, or when they boxed him or something. So he never quite fit quite right. So, yep. Anyway, there was one cool feature. It's like he used to have his arms used to actually bend there, which I don't remember his arms actually bending. That's like both of them did. Because usually 2000X figures didn't bend in the elbows except for Stratos. So he could flap his wings. All right, so because of this giant fat sword, it made it really hard to use the figure because obviously they had to have enough room to store the projectile inside the sword. And he wouldn't stand right. I eventually got rid of him because I got tired of trying to make him stand, and he goes for so much on the open market too right now. But we have the new improved Classics one with a much smaller sword, but his sword, unfortunately for Classics, is just the regular unopenable sword. And he's got a short little clamp as well, just like the Origins. Oh, let's try a sword in his back. Shink. It's funny, his armor here looks like some kind of armor for some kind of game where he's glowing almost because the silver's so bright. Now I did see someone online, they painted this darker and it looked way cooler. With these, they painted these red and this darker and just really fixed it up, doing a nice paint job on it. Let me go back to my YouTube and find this video. Okay, there we go. Let's look at your comments. Jamie says hi. Hey, Jamie. Eric says on eBay they have new vintage Skeletor and Panther in the box at $138. Nice. That Modal Battle Cat is big. Yes. All right. So, one thing I did to customize mine to try to jazz it up a little bit is, as you guys know, I actually gave him a longer clamp, which is available in my Shapeways store in case you guys want to get the clamp. But I'm going to try it on the Origins figure, see if it fits. Because in the cartoon, his clamp came way out, and the idea was to keep snakes away from him. Now, granted, this kind of keeps him away from him, but not totally because it's so close. So this longer one, now he has a little more, distance between him and the snake. And then somebody else on Shapeways made this sword, and I just painted it. And so there it is with it open. It doesn't shoot a projectile or anything. It's just I printed it and had it printed in clear, and then used some green clear paint for the middle part here, and then paint everything else silver and painted it red in the middle. And this sword, of course, looks more like his 2000X style sword. In fact, it's really cool because it's the same size. And I think back then they didn't have a lot of scanners. The guy actually designed it himself and did a really good job getting very close to the original. And then he also made a shield. He made two of them. One that has the full pull down and one that has the short one. I just wanted the pull down one, even though I could have got the short one. And I just used the same color gray that I used for the sword when I painted it. There you go. So, jazz mine up a little bit. So now let's see if this clamp that I made fits onto the Origins figure. If it does, that would be kind of cool. It does. Look at that. So if you guys want to buy my clamp on Shapeways, it does work with the Origins figure to give you more reach. Oh, which is way cooler. Because now you can keep the snake men at bay instead of having them so close. See, look at that. I'm surprised they made it fit. Let's just see if it's the same sculpt. That's why. Look at that. It's the exact same sculpt as the one they made. It's not the same sculpt. I thought it was, but I guess not. Look, this is different here. That's different there. It's very similar, though. Very, very similar. That's funny. It's so much the same size. I could have sworn it was the same sculpt, but you can see the points are different sizes. And then this middle section here, this one's hollowed out, and this one's solid in there. But the connection point is the same, and that's what matters. So you could stick the little yellow one in here if you wanted to. Actually, the yellow one's thicker. Ooh. You could put the gold one in here if you wanted to. That fits. So you can put the Classics one into the Origins figure, but you can't put the Origins one into the Classics. It's just a little bit too tight. It's thicker than the other one. So, short story, you can use the one that I created for Classics, with your Origins figure. Hooray. That's all I want to know pretty much. All right, let's see how far apart we can take this guy apart. Oh, no. They always find me. Thanks for letting me know, Delaxorian. Let's see. Hide user on this channel. And then report. Did I get them all by hiding that one? I know. I need to find a moderator and make life easier for me. All right. So let's go and start pulling them apart and see what we can do. First of all, we know this little piece comes off, and that's pretty cool. But to get it off, you have to yank his hand off first. It's easy to get it off. Ugh. Let's see if his hand's supposed to be removable in this one. It doesn't show his hand's already removable. It's kind of funny. Maybe the circle means it's removable. I guess we got hot water here, so we will use the hot water. Why isn't that sitting flat? It's a glass pan on a flat. Weird. My table must have a divot in it from using hot water there all the time. Must have melted the top of my table. Poor He-Man. He's already taking a nosedive. All right. Oh, hey, while we're waiting for that to heat up, check it out. I rearranged my castle yet again because I was bored. So what we got going on here is Triclops is being shot by Manny Faces. Trap Jaws down for the count. Ram Man smashes head into the wall. She's kicking butt over there. She's kicking Beast Man and blocking Merman. Skeletor's made it to the throne. He-Man's on the trap door. What's gonna happen? So, yeah, I've been having fun. And of course, Eva Lynn's is still in the elevator, but now she's higher in the elevator. She has made some progress. All right, it should be done heating up by now. Let's go and pull it out. Actually, now it's so hot I can just slide it over his hand, no problem. The shoulder piece is attached to the armor, so we'll get that off too. Let's rip these arms off. And his head. Pull his body apart. And to get the armor off, you just slip it off the body just like that. Dun-da-da. I'm surprised they didn't paint him silver and then have the armor only half as big. So the cool part is you can put this armor on anybody. I mean, heck, you could stick it on Clamp Champ and make a Snake Armor Hebrew if you wanted to. So there's an idea. So that's kind of cool. Now, of course, for Clamp Champ, it would be kind of hard to do the boots right because this little piece right here, of course, is the wrong color skin. But everything else you could do. The belt comes off. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's some easy customization pieces. I mean, look at that. You got his whole armor motif going on there. You could toss that on anybody at this point. Let's see who we want to put it on. Got to find someone a different color so it makes it more fun. How about Kane? We shall make a Snake Armor Kane. Against his red. That would be kind of cool. His head is always stuck on. There we go. Stuck on you. Ugh, there we go. He doesn't need the clamp tool. He has his own clamp. He has his handy clamp. That looks kind of cool with the black and the red. Of course, if you wanted to, you could give him the silver arm at least. He's going to need a black hand. So we'll have to find that. Put this hand back on. Oh, snake armor cane. Da-da-da. All right. Let me find my black hand. I have half a Hordak here. There we go. Oh. Oops. I don't know why it was so tight. I thought that sword doesn't fit in there. There we go. So you can make anybody into your snake armor. In fact, you could probably even yank off the bottom of these boots and they'd probably line up with his black pieces on top. Let's give it a shot. Ugh, those are really tight. Hot, hot, hot. Oh, those are really tight. I think they might have made them a different size peg or something. Even when I heated it up, it still would not come off. Yeah, it's not going to work. I can already see this little peg's in the way. All right, we'll put it back together. There we go. Still cool though. And of course, Kane has the trap jaw legs going on, so. Hey, everybody's got the trap jaw legs. Ugh. Snake Assassin Kane. All right. We got. Oh, I thought we had more sex bots on here. Thanks, Jason. Yep. That's what I love about Origins. They are so interchangeable. It is really kind of fun to be able to do so much with them. And yes, classics are fun. Don't get me wrong. They are my favorite. But Origins are really fun. And what's fun about Origins, too, is it reminds me so much of my childhood playing with He-Man figures. I mean, granted, you couldn't pull them apart quite so much, but you could pull the arms off. And that was kind of fun changing the arms around sometimes. So anyway, let's go ahead and put them back. Wonder how close his skin tone is to a regular He-Man figure. Where is a regular, ordinary flea man? There's one. Is it me or is it slightly different? I think it's more brown and this He-Man's more orange. I think it's just slightly different in tone. Just ever so slightly. It's a little more orange to it. So this He-Man's a little more yellow and not quite so orange. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me get a different light so I can shine it on here. I'll get light number 2. So look at the tone difference in those arms. It's just ever so slight. It's not a lot of difference, but enough that you could tell there's just something slightly different about them. There's something different about you, man. So if you wanted to give He-Man regular arms on both sides, you would have to go with the full body change, not just the one arm. Now, I guess you couldn't use Fisto. I was gonna say you could use Fisto, but Fisto's other side doesn't have the right color either. All right, where did I stick that hand? There it is. So again, if you want to get the longer clamp, if you go to he-bro.com and click Shapeways, he-bro.com, the link's also in the description. And once you're there, click Shapeways, and you will find a whole bunch of my 3D stuff that I made. You know what he needs? He needs a helmet. If you're going to be this armored up, you need a helmet. It is time. Oh, you could use this figure if you wanted his both arms to be silver. What? I forgot all about that figure. Oh, I gotta heat it up. Ugh. See, that makes more sense. Now he looks more ready for battle. Without the helmet on, it looked just kind of weird. I mean, obviously it's supposed to go on his head anyway for 2000X, but way better. Where is that longer? There it is. There we go. Oop. I knew it wasn't in all the way. I was just trying to rush. Haste makes waste. There we go. My fingers are wet, so it's kind of hard to try to get it in. So, Viking He-Man head on Frank's Red Hot. All right, so quick update on my Evelyn. As you guys know, you heard my whole entire thing about how I got the cool new Evelyn with the new knees. And I ordered another second one from the same guy, and this one I got the old knees. And it was funny, it was the exact same distributor. So I don't think it matters what distributor you go through. It seems to be 1 and 4. If you order 4 of them, you'll get one potentially with the new knees. So someone asked me the other day, what's the most rarest Evelyn? Right now, the rarest Evelyn is the new knees on the yellow. Because everyone else you can find the old knees and the new knees on the gray one, and the old knees on the yellow one, but the new knees on the yellow one is the hardest to find. So that is the rarest of them all. Who is the rarest of them all? You're saying to put the Viking head on Kane? Is that what you're saying to do? Weird. His neck is taller on that one. His head sits higher. Time to investigate. You wouldn't think it sits higher. It's just an optical illusion because the black just feels like it sits higher. I have to make more of these heads because it just looks so cool, especially on the snake armor. It just works perfect. And why would you get all armored up and have your head uncovered? That just does not make sense. I never thought of it before until just now when I was looking at them. Let's see. Mike Fee says, looks goofy. I got Battle Cat and Panther, 2 words, smallest micro figures. Yeah, I have the Battle Cat one. I didn't know they made a Panther too. That's cool. Don't forget to vote. Not a spam bot. All right. Anyway, I think that is the end of the video unless somebody has any questions that I can quickly answer. I got my sea legs Adam. Sorry, dude, it's not yours. You have to get your own. Oh, you get the little one. And you don't get the head either. Oh, no head either. Oh, everyone goes down. How big is the Fright Zone puppet hole? Well, let me go get my calipers and measure it. All right, I have my calipers now to get the Fright Zone. Oh, have to be so careful with this puppet. Oh. Oh. All right, I got it on the floor here. I'm going to take and move Kane and some other figures and stick it up there with the rest of the stuff. Put your head on, Kane. You go up here on the top shelf. See, top shelf figure. You go in the box, you go in the box, you go in the corner, you go back to your tub, back to the tub for you. Oh, I also use a 2000X Battle Axe with that He-Man figure too. Ugh. If you ever get one of these, they break super easy right here in these corners. So if you ever get one, be very careful. Mine snapped right there. You can see where I tried to glue it back together and didn't quite line up. So be very careful. They will snap just by breathing on it. Okay, not quite by breathing on it, but they will snap easy. All right. Almost done picking up. So we can make room for the zone of frightness. Dun, dun, dun. Here it comes. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Here's my makeshift puppet I use now. And let's measure that hole. Whoops, I hit the microphone with the tree. It's so high up. Let's see, I'll first do it in millimeters for you guys. It is approximately 88 millimeters. It was 88 before I pulled it out. Yep. Right around 88 millimeters for the width. And the height is about the same. It says 88.3, so 88 millimeters for that distance. And in inches, it is 3.46, so just under 3.5 inches. And the height, same thing, just under 3.5 inches. So if you want to get something for your fright zone to fit the puppet in there, has to be less than 3.5 inches to fit through there. All right, hopefully it answers your question. I'll just leave this out for now because it's such a cool toy. What are these millimeters? We talk inches around here. Yes. Now it's funny, if you start 3D printing, everything is in millimeters and centimeters. So I had to go and rebuy all my tape measures in metric. So it's kind of funny. Even the height of different things inside the castle, when I measure them, I have to go figure them out in millimeters, so it will work when I print stuff. Speaking of that print should be done pretty soon, so I can show you guys what it's for. How many of that is that bananas? Let's see, bananas about that big around, so that would be 2.5 bananas thick. Hi. My hand is 5 inches. Let's see, you see my comments on Beastman and Snout Spout origins. So let's just do that really quick. We're gonna mix this Beastman with Snout Spout. Eric's asked me a couple times to do it. I was gonna make a separate video. We'll just bust it out now. So let's go ahead and grab Snout Spout. I don't know who fell over. Oh. Now I don't have all the pieces to Snout Spout because I put them with classics. I don't have his squirting thing. All I have is this one head. And let's just see what we can do here. Now, first of all, Eric, I'm kind of glad you pointed this out. Because, Eric, as you know, I only have a Beastman without legs. And I just realized Snout Spout's legs look like Filmation Beastman's legs almost. I mean, that is not too bad of a matchup. Not really. So that would be a good replacement. It's even blue. I mean, granted the belt's different, but that's not too bad. We are going to do a full, complete replacement here. Ugh. I'll aim my camera over here so you guys can see me ripping this poor guy apart. It is pouring down rain out there right now. There we go. So if you wanted to make yourself a furry version of oh, the other arm's got to go. hope that power doesn't go off. If that power went off, I'd be really annoyed because that print's almost done. Be like, no. There we go. All right, time for the head. Too tight, gotta heat it up. Backa. Boots. Ooh. I can't believe that his leg is separatable where a boot would go normally. It's kind of weird. Oh, it's really tight. I expect little kids to pull those things apart. Ugh. Huh. I just realized Beastman's legs aren't even furry. Here I was swapping them because they were furry, but they're not even furry legs because here's the legs that came with, that's funny. Okay. And the bottom parts are furry, I guess. So I guess he's got furriness in the bottom, but once you yank his boots off, there's not a lot of furriness left. Let's get the tongs of power so I don't burn my fingers. Oh, come on out of there. Eric, and that's why he's so sad. He's sad because we drowned him in a giant cup of hot water. There we go. There is your furry snout spout. There we go. Is that what you're looking for, Eric? Dun, da, da. All right. Now that you've seen him, a furry elephant. Yes. You know what would have made more sense? Hold on. It's time to do this right. Where did I stick him? If we're going to make him furry, at least let's make him gray and furry. He still is on his flight stand in the box. Now that's lazy. Okay. It's time to make him a gray elephant. Oh, the head's tight because it's classics. See? That makes more sense if I was to trade out all the parts using the gray one. Because elephants are gray and his head's already gray. I don't know why they gave him a big orange body. Anyway, I'm not going to change them all out. You guys get the idea. If I can get this head back on, I'm going to heat it up. I don't want to ruin them. Let's go ahead and put them back to normal. And then I will end this video. Let's see your guys' comments. Nah, that's just his nose. Yeah, that's kind of annoying that Cobra Khan doesn't squirt. Especially when they actually went ahead and made this guy squirt, giving him a backpack that squirts. Got too many fur bag parts around. I got to figure out whose arms are whose legs are whose. Look at the other. It's like he's drowning in the swamp. I've been swampified. But you know, Eric, I might steal those red legs because I don't even really care about this guy. I had him on eBay and I tried to sell him and the buyer didn't pay. So I actually got him back. Why do they make these so tough to get off and on? Holy cow. They should just say they're not removable. Ugh. Oh, you know what? These aren't your legs, man. They're your legs. But you know what? He is going to get some new legs today. New legs for Beast Man. Ha! I'm not sure what boots I'm going to give him yet. But I'm not going to reassemble the rest of the other guy. I guess you get the black swashbuckling boots. The adventure boots. For now, Beast Man, until I can find you some cooler boots. That is not too shabby. It's like Beast Man is wearing pants or something now. That's funny. All right, that's all I got, you guys. Little extra on overtime today. I made an orange Stratos. That's cool. Does Beastman fuzzy armor fit on Snout Spout? Well, yeah, it should. It is the exact same size torso. You just want to see me take them apart again, don't you? Ta-da! If it's on Snout Spout, no problem. But I'm gonna put it back on Beastie Boy. Oh! He's wearing some orange knickers to match his skin. That'd be kind of weird. People run around in skin tone pants. I guess I have seen that. I've seen women in workout pants that are skin tone looking, and it looks really strange because at first glance it looks like they're running around with nothing on. It's like, whoa! Then you realize, oh, they're wearing flesh tone coloring pants. So I guess that makes sense sometimes. There we go. Stratos is back to normal. All right, you guys. Mike Fee, Masterverse, furry armor. Sorry. Oh, yeah. I don't have a Masterverse figure sitting near me. Sorry, man. They are. Beastman's ripped apart, and I don't have any of them sitting around from Masterverse. I don't think it's going to reach 10,000 tomorrow. I find that hard to believe, but we will see. Civilized Beast Man. I know that's what he looks like. He almost looks like kind of like that beast creature from Flash Gordon, so kind of with the belt and boots on. Where is Flesh Gordon? There he is. Flesh. Oh. Sorry, Mike. Anyway, this video has gone on way too long. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, and I will see you guys next video. I think I got most of your guys' answers. Does the Beast Man... Oh, he already asked me. What about Beat Man? There you go. Gonna eat what I've been making. Spicy shepherd pie. Nice. Yep, you got back as soon as it was ending, man. That's okay. We had fun. We measured the size of the hole of this, and we did some Beast Man swap parts with the Elephant Man, and put Beast Boy back together, and all was good. And we even did a shout out to Flash Gordon. All right. That's it. Good journey. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. And I might have one more video tonight to show you what I'm 3D printing.